You know, Nikola Tesla is an amazing person. I noticed that at a very young age, he was capable of visualization. Now, this visualization is not what the current motivators are talking about. A visualization is not a bluff, not a self-bluff. I'm trying to visualize what is internally within that person. That's what Nikola is doing. That what he would do is, if he had a problem, he would actually extract the solution from a dream. Yes. That's awesome, you see. What is happening is that he saw a dream as an internal visualization. And he studied that internal story within himself to get to a solution.
Sleep is very important. From a long and exhausting work, which requires a superhuman effort, after an hour of sleep would be completely recovered. I have acquired the ability to manage sleep, fall asleep, and wake up at the designated time.
Notice very interestingly what Tesla is saying. He discovered the importance of sleep. And what he did was to control that sleep, such that he could wake up. In other words, what he discovered, now how to be aware of that sleep, to the extent that the subconscious mind, he could direct it and wake himself up at the appointed time. That's the power that he has acquired. But I know that he is basically gifted in this level.
If I do something I do not understand, I force myself to think of my dream and to find a solution. Perhaps in most people, the brain is the guardian of knowledge about the world and knowledge gained through life. My brain is engaged in things more important than remembering. It is a gathering of what is required at a given moment. That is, everything around us. You just have to internalize it. Everything we have once seen, heard, read, and learned accompanied us in the form of particles of light. To me, these particles are obedient and files.
Notice what he's saying? He's actually saying that if I don't know the solution, what I'll do is I'll go back to my dreams, right? And why do I do that? Because right inside me, all that I've experienced is actually gathered inside and it's never lost. And right inside me is a solution and I can find it. It's probably found. And I just simply have to get it out to find the solution for my problems, for my questions. There is a man who exactly understands what I'm seeing in my life as well. I notice that everything around me, the solution of which is at the level of my breath. Not mental, not the world that I can see, but at the level of my breath. And if I go down to the level of the breath, I gather all the solutions that I want in life. It's kind of automatic. That's true, it's kind of automatic. I just extract it from my dream. And that's the reason why I made a point to remember my dreams all the time. Just like Nikola was trying to say, most people use their brain to think, to logicalize and research and discover solutions. That's correct. Most people do that. But I found that the way to solve a problem is to go to the subconscious, to go to the level below thought and mind. I call it breath. And there I could extract my dream. And there I find it properly found. And lo and behold, I noticed that the problem of my life automatically resolved by itself. Simply every moment when I re-enter back into the dream, re-enter back into my breath, hearing the voice of God speaking within me. I don't quite know how to explain that to you. I can repeat it again and again. But it's all right. Just follow my videos and perhaps one of these days you will catch it. You will realize to your great surprise that this world you lived in, you were brought deliberately into it. And this world fits you totally perfectly well. And the objective is that when you travel in this world and you resonate with everything that you see, you will discover the perfection of your soul. You will return to I am the way it has always been ordained for you to do so. There is nothing to complain. And that's the reason why I say it's an automatic solution. Because the world in which you lived in was made for me. That's right. It was perfectly made for me. And the reason why I couldn't see it, a normal person couldn't see it, is because they didn't resonate with what they are all around them. A normal person simply logicalizes, simply uses mind to try to understand. And if he couldn't understand, a normal person rationalizes, logicalizes. And but then when you do that, you are actually on a fight back scheme. You will find that the world around you teases you because you logicalize too much. The world around you teases you with a puzzle that you probably move away from the truth. So the better way of solving a problem is simply go into prayer, to realize that resonance is a key to a solution. It's all inside me. That's the point I'm trying to say. It's all inside me. The solution is automatic. The song that has been sung is written especially for me to give me the answers. Because I am that I am, and forever I need to return to my I am. So whatever that I am in right now is meant for that. It's not to give me a puzzle, but it's really meant to return to my I am. And so therefore, it is an automatic process. Of course it is, because it's meant for that purpose. The only problem is that you don't realize this beautiful world that you are part of. What you're seeing all the time is a mental world, a world created by your own thoughts in space-time. You try to solve the problem of space-time using your mind, your logical mind. That's right. And you try to solve it by talking to people, and you tackle them, and you manipulate them. Maybe you don't manipulate them, but you just simply tackle them, and you push them, you encourage them, and you discourage them, whichever way you're doing. You thought that that is the way to deal with the world. You were told to do that through your education in the school. You were told to do that in your career. That the way to solve problems is to manipulate people, not manipulate people in a bad way, okay? The way to solve the problem is to handle people. You thought that that's the best way to achieve, but that is not the true way. The true way is to enter directly into breath, and the world will find you at the level of breath. And the answer is right there on the table.